This is exactly why you should never provoke Neymar and get him heated. Just before he took the corner, the rival fans started winding him up by chanting his ex-girlfriend's name, Bruna marquezine. Some fans even held up posters with her picture. That's when Neymar lost it and responded the best way possible, silencing everyone by scoring an insane Olympic goal straight from the corner. To put into perspective how rare that kind of goal is, the last time Santos, Neymar's current team, pulled it off was 15 years ago. No wonder betting sites were giving odds of 100 to 1 for Neymar to score an Olympic goal. This means if you'd put down $100, you'd have cashed in 10,000 bucks. Leading up to this match against Inter de Limeira, Neymar was getting tons of hate, with people saying he was washed up and basically already retired. But as soon as the ref blew the whistle, Neymar started showing everyone what he's all about. Just 2 minutes in, the Brazilian star flexed his talent without even touching the ball. When Guilherme played the ball back towards João Schmidt, Neymar jumped into its path with a perfect dummy, completely fooling the defenders who stood there clueless. He even almost tricked his own teammate, who nearly lost possession. In the next play, Guilherme drove down the left wing and fired a low cross into the box towards Gabriel Bontempo. But that's exactly when you realize not everyone has Neymar's skills, because Bontempo completely whiffed it, losing control and wasting a huge chance to open the scoring. At the 6-minute mark, Neymar got on the ball again. And just watch how in a split second he already figured out there were 5 defenders in front of him, making a low pass almost impossible. Spotting Guilherme's run, Neymar instead delivered a perfect chip pass right over the defenders. Any other player would have just played it safe, maybe laying the ball off to Gabriel Bontempo, who was free on the right. But Neymar's built different, isn't he? His pass was pinpoint perfect, putting Guilherme one-on-one with the keeper inside the box. But Guilherme's follow-up wasn't nearly as good. He struggled to control the ball, and it ended up rolling away from him. His finish wasn't much better either. The ideal shot would have been to chip the keeper, but instead, he shot low and straight down the middle, making it easy for the goalie to save. Just when you thought Neymar's teammates had messed up enough, the rebound fell to Escobar, who crossed it back into the area. But check out JP Sherman's first touch. He was completely unmarked right in front of goal, but somehow could control the ball at all, and it went straight out for a goal kick. At the 8-minute mark, Santos won another corner, and as Neymar set up to take it, the ref stopped play for a second to tell players to stop grabbing each other. But notice how as soon as the ref walked away, the Inter players went right back to holding on to their opponents, totally ignoring the ref's warning. Turns out it didn't matter anyway, because the one player they really needed to mark was the number 9, Tiquinho Suarez, who, standing tall at 1.87 meters, met Neymar's perfect cross and buried a precise header into the back of the net. Watch the Inter de Limeira goalkeeper, who didn't even move, just stood there watching the ball hit the net. After conceding, he started complaining to his teammates as if none of it was his fault. The goal celebration was awesome though, with Tiquinho running straight to Neymar to thank him for the assist, and the whole squad kneeling down together, thanking God. A few minutes later, Neymar got back on the ball and started a quick 1-2 with Guilherme and Tiquinho, but both teammates chose to play it back to Neymar again. Notice the 3 defenders lined up in front of Neymar, making it tough for him to dribble forward on his own. Plus, there were another 3 opponents further ahead, theoretically blocking any chipped passes. But as I said, that's just in theory, because Neymar once again flexed his incredible skills, lofting another beautiful chip ball into Guilherme's path inside the box. Yet, when Guilherme got there and tried to cross it back into the area, he mishit the ball badly, sending in a weak pass easily intercepted by the goalkeeper. Right after that, Soteldo sends a beautiful long ball across the pitch to Neymar. He controls it perfectly and quickly drives forward. When the defenders close in, he links up nicely with Guilherme. Notice how, even with 5 players crowding around, Neymar still manages to get the ball back and threads a perfect low pass into the box for Bontempo. But once again, Bontempo completely whiffs it and can't control the ball. Then, as the defender clears the ball away, Bontempo raises his arm and touches it with his hand, forcing the referee to call a foul and ending Santos's attack. That's the second time in just 13 minutes that Bontempo has messed up his first touch. You could say he's got a 100% record in failing to control easy balls inside the box. Approaching 15 minutes, Santos regained possession in defense and started a quick counterattack, with Zé Evaldo sending a great long ball towards Neymar up front. Watch how Neymar always stays just behind the line of the last defender, ensuring he's not caught offside. But as soon as Neymar finally got the ball, Inter de Limeira's defensive line quickly regrouped. Still, Neymar didn't hesitate and went straight into a 1-on-2 dribble attempt. The 2 defenders lunged desperately and took Neymar down in the box. Despite looking like an obvious penalty, the referee ignored the protests and awarded Santos only a corner kick. Neymar whipped in a tight corner that forced the goalkeeper into a punch to clear the danger. This tight delivery was the first clue that Neymar might try something special later in the game. At around 17 minutes, check out this lack of communication within Santos' squad. JP, the number 44, the same guy who already botched an easy chance in front of goal, received the ball as Neymar appeared just behind him, asking for a simple back pass. But instead of playing it back, JP decided to pass it forward to Bontempo down the right wing. The problem was that Bontempo didn't anticipate that forward pass at all, handing possession straight back to the opponents. 5 minutes later, João Schmidt launched another ball to Neymar in the penalty area. Notice how, unlike the other players, Neymar gets special treatment. Two defenders stay glued to him wherever he moves. Before he could even control the ball, Neymar was knocked down in the box again, but the ref waved play on. The good thing about Neymar is that even if he's not playing his absolute best, he always helps his team by dragging at least two defenders out of position, opening up space for his teammates to attack freely. At about 25 minutes, Santos won another corner kick after Gabriel Bontempo's shot. As Neymar walked over to take the corner, rival fans started winding him up again by chanting Bruna Marquezine's name.
Bruna Marquezine!
Neymar reacted by cupping his ear, asking them to chant louder, but deep down, you could tell he wasn't enjoying it one bit. To silence his critics once and for all, Neymar decided to go for a risky, in-swinging corner kick, aiming directly at goal, and that's exactly what happened. Neymar's celebration was iconic. He stood defiantly in front of the opposing crowd, crossing his arms and making gestures clearly challenging them, letting everyone know who's boss on the pitch. Meanwhile, Santos fans went absolutely wild, amazed to see Neymar's genius was still very much alive. Some people might say the goal was pure luck, but anyone who'd seen Neymar's recent training sessions knew he'd already been practicing exactly this type of goal. Fast forward to the 30-minute mark, Neymar once again flexed his insane skills, receiving the ball and sending a beautiful outside foot pass while casually looking the other way, leaving his opponents totally confused. Right after, Santos earned another corner, and Neymar once again stepped up to take it. Something hard to ignore here. Look how ripped that lineswoman is. Check out her thigh compared to Neymar's. Anyway, back to the play. It was pretty unlikely anything would come from this corner, considering Neymar had already bagged an Olympic goal and an assist within just 30 minutes of play. But Neymar doesn't care about probabilities, and once again whipped in a pinpoint cross straight onto Tiquinho Suarez's head, who jumped high and powered it home perfectly. It almost looked like a replay of the first goal, but no, it was Neymar's second assist for Tiquinho, who got his second-headed goal of the night. Unlike the first goal, when the keeper just stood there frozen, this time he tried to dive for it, but still had no chance. Even the celebration was similar. Everyone hugged, dropped to their knees, and thanked God again. Around the 40-minute mark, Santos regained possession and started another quick counter, with Neymar sending a long ball forward to JP. But since the opposition's defense had quickly reorganized, JP decided to lay it back with a short pass to Gabriel Bontempo. And yep, Bontempo, the guy who'd already fumbled twice inside the box, managed to mess up again, failing to complete a simple short pass and handing the ball straight back to the opponents. Neymar, who used to ball out with the world's best, now clearly has to adapt to a new reality. In the second half, things got a bit more even. At 50 minutes, Neymar received a super risky pass in his own defensive area. Check how quickly Flavio, the number 5 from Inter, rushes in trying to intercept Neymar. Luckily, Neymar kept possession and quickly linked up with Soteldo, but that didn't last too long because Neymar slipped shortly after and lost the ball in attack. But the opposing team also had their hilarious moments. Look at this loose ball situation. Albano, number 10 from Inter, seemingly had the ball under control with his body shielding off the Santos player behind him. But then comes Albuquerque, Inter's number 2, randomly kicking the ball with full force, causing both teammates to collide and the ball to roll out for a Santos throw-in. Now, when I say Neymar's marked harder than anyone else, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Watch this moment around 60 minutes when Neymar receives the ball, instantly surrounded by 4 opponents. As soon as he touches it, one defender pushes him down from behind. The ref initially ignored it, so Neymar kept fighting until 2 defenders knocked him down again. Neymar got so pissed that when the ref reached out to grab the ball to restart play quickly, Neymar pulled it away. It seemed like he was about to dribble even past the referee. In another situation, deep in Santos's half, Neymar wasn't even near the ball anymore. But Estevão, Inter's number 28, still came from behind, shoving Neymar unnecessarily with his forearm. One wrong move with an elbow there could have caused a serious injury, like that terrifying spine injury Neymar suffered in the 2014 World Cup, nearly leaving him paralyzed. Moving forward to the 74th minute, Santos earned another corner, and the crowd got hyped as Neymar walked up to take it. After all, Santos' 3 goals so far had come from his deliveries. Unbelievably, they almost got their 4th when Neymar's inch-perfect cross found Gil, who powered a massive header toward goal. Not only is Gil super tall at 1.92 m, but he also jumps incredibly high. Check out how he got about 30 centimeters higher than everyone else. Notice that the goalkeeper didn't even move. If Gil had directed that header just slightly better, Neymar would have bagged a hat trick of assists. In another play, we again see how Neymar is just built different. While other players struggle even to control a long pass, Neymar casually controls it perfectly with a back heel flick. He then attempted a cross that went slightly long, but still forced a corner due to a goalkeeper error. It's pretty funny. The keeper and defender congratulated each other as if they'd done something impressive, but it would have been way better if they'd left it untouched since the ball was already going out. Towards the very end of the game, there was a hilarious moment when 2 players fought for a loose ball near the sideline, and both had the brilliant idea to quickly take the throw-in, each with their own ball. Look at the lineswoman's desperate face trying to stop the confusion. Eventually, the ref awarded the throw-in to Inter. Right at 90 minutes, with no added time, the ref blew the whistle to end the match. Neymar had an epic first-half performance, scoring 1 Olympic goal and providing 2 assists from corners, almost bagging a 3rd assist in the second half. After this match, opponents might start fearing Neymar's corners even more than his free kicks from the edge of the box.